Right, Emma, this is the main street in Nelson. It is Friday morning. It's pretty quiet, I've got to say. Yeah, pretty quiet. What else can I show? I'll walk into the middle of the road and show you. The weather's just turning here. It's coming out of summer. It's a lovely place. It's just quite sedate. You can see this up in the road here. This is where the cathedral is. So this is Trafalgar Street in the middle of Nelson. Okay. I will record some more stuff for you, but this is the middle of town. The sun's out. It's lovely. This air is crisp here. It's beautiful. Right. So this is my friend Kelly. Kelly, say hello to Emma.
Hey Emma, how you going?
Yeah, great. So Emma's in Switzerland, Kelly, and we're going to be doing some video for you. So this is the corner of Hardy Street here, going across, and Trafalgar Street, which goes down that way. Anyway, Kelly's lived here all of his life, haven't you, Kelly? For a long time.
The best schools, the best district, everything is like right in the centre of town. You could go 5k's out to Stoke or 10k's out to Richmond. They're sort of more suburban areas. But the real heart of Nelson is in here. I grew up within about sort of 500 or 600 metres of the spot in a number of different houses. It's the most beautiful part. Good schools.
Which school did you go to, Kel?
St Joseph's little Catholic school, which goes up to when kids are about 12. And then there's four high schools. Yeah.
What about the Hampton Street one?
Oh yeah, Hampton Street's pretty good. My nieces and nephews went there. Yeah.
Great. All right, we're going to get some breakfast, but we'll do some more video later. Nice little cafes. Okay, so we are driving. This is Rutherford Street. Town is over that way. We're just driving up
Towards Hampton Street School.
Towards Workell. Hampton Street School. Okay, so this is Rutherford Street, and we're about to turn into it goes around the corner and it goes into Waimea Road.
Yep.
And how far along Waimea Road is the school, Kel?
Hampton Street School was coming up on about 300 or 400 metres.
Yep.
And
so this area here is kind of like just a normal sort of suburban area.
yeah,
Nice houses.
yeah. I mean, they're nicer houses around here, particularly on the left-hand side. And Hampton Street School was just across the road from Nelson College, which is one of the oldest schools in New Zealand. You'll laugh, it's only about 150 odd years.
So it's just a pup.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Hampton Street School. Is coming up on the left-hand side. It's behind the fence.
Oh, that's in there.
But
Hampton Street School.
And so we'll turn left here. So this is Nelson College.
Oh, there's Nelson College there. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is Hampton Street School just on the left. The entrance is further around to the side.
Right, so it's around the corner.
Yeah. So you can just point it down that road.
Okay, so slow down. Whip. So that's the school down there.
Yeah.
And then so
This is the boys' college, which we'll drive up past because it's a lot of nice housing up the hill there in this area here. So this is Nelson College.
okay, so across the field there, that's Hampton Street School. You can see, if you freeze the video, you can probably see, and that's Nelson City in the distance behind the trees.
There's a cathedral, top of the cathedral.
Hang on, right, okay, so I'll go there. That's the cathedral in the middle of town there, if you can see that.
And so that's at the top of Trafalgar Street, the main street. It's a beautifully quaint little central area. A lot less cars than there used to be. They've blocked it off, made a lot more pedestrian friendly. But this is kind of like Nelson East, which is the kind of really the nicer part of town. And then, of course, if you go to Stoke, which is 5k's out, that's like a big suburb. Not a lot of features, a few shopping centres and stuff. And then Richmond is another 5k's out. Again, it's just a big sort of suburban area. It's the newer, less character part of Nelson.
So Kelly, you would, as far as like putting a child into a school, you reckon that's a good option, and this is where you would come out to if you were making that decision?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I went to Hampton Street for 6 weeks when we first came to Nelson, 50 years ago, and then went to school further over there at the Catholic school. But there's another school over there called Central School. That's a good school. That to me is like the Nelson that I grew up in, and it's the more traditional place with the more character housing, etc.
Should we go and have a drive around and have a look?
Yeah, we'll do that.
What do you? Okay, so we've come out of now Thingaman. This is the school again, and then we're going up the road. So there's a nice housing area up on the hill, up there.
Maybe we'll go past.
Oh, we'll go past the school. Okay, we'll just slow down a little bit. Okay, so this is the main area. I wonder if we can go in. Can we go in? Oh, stop, stay there. Okay, so that's the school. Stay there. Okay, stop. Stay there for Kel. Okay, so. Right, so that's the school there.
Hasn't changed much.
Hasn't really changed. It's just a courtyard and stuff.
And they've got a little swimming pool just here.
Yep, there's a swimming pool. Oh yeah, you can't really see that anymore. Oh, you can. Yeah, the kids are all swimming. Yeah. Yep.
And then there's a little field, and it's all fenced off. So yeah, perfectly secure.
Nice little very traditional New Zealand suburban streets.
Little bungalows.
Lots of character type homes in there, Kelly.
Yeah, and so we'll head up.
So where we're going now? So we've turned right and we're going up to, what's this area?
This is called, it's all kind of
So there's Rutherford Street on the right if you're looking for that.
Nelson East, but up on the left is going to be Fairfield Park, which is a
this is Fairfield Park.
typical of a lot of parks in Nelson. Up on the right hand side on this corner is Fairfield House, which is a big old house, which is preserved
Can't really see too
back
much.
in the day. And now we're coming up to
Behind the church, Trafalgar Street.
yeah. So this is the like the heart of Nelson, really.
Yeah. And you grew up around this area, didn't you? Just along to the right, along
Yeah.
Collingwood Street.
I did.
And look at these beautiful character homes. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah. And so
Look at that house there. Isn't it lovely?
Nelson College for girls, so age 13 to 17, 18.
Where's that?
Just here on the left hand side.
Nelson College for Girls. Is that a good school?
Yeah, pretty well known, pretty well liked, pretty respected.
Okay, and then we're doing what? Where do we go now?
Now we're going to go down past.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's Shelbourne Street, if you can look at that up there.
Yeah, I used to live in Shelbourne Street.
Yeah. And that's Richmond Avenue on the right, if you're having a look at a map, Emma.
Yeah.
So this is a bit bumpy. And this is Collingwood? Yeah, this is
coming up to
Collingwood.
Collingwood. Now I used to live in that house on the corner there.
Still in that house there.
And,
Oh, that's what you did at least live in that house in the corner, didn't you?
yeah, we used to live there.
And this is Collingwood, which just sort of runs parallel to Trafalgar Street all the way into town, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna.
Are you going to go towards the next school area?
I'll go past 2 more schools within the next couple of minutes. So my parents used to live
Fantastic.
in that house. There's
Wow.
just down near the box.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now this is the school that I went to. It's a Catholic school, but they take 5% of students that aren't Catholic every year. So that was a great school. Loved going to school here. Such a great school. And this is the junior school, the junior part of the school, just down the left-hand side.
Yep.
On the right-hand side, sorry.
So it's called St Joseph's Junior School.
Yeah. Now on the left-hand side is Central School, which is another
Okay, so stop.
school.
See?
So this is just a regular
Stop.
state primary school.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a good wee school. Used to play rugby there when I was a kid. Those buildings weren't there though. And check this out. We'll just drive down through the ford.
Ah, look at that.
So only in New Zealand, right? Look at that. There's your river.
There's a bit of a river there.
There's your creek. Let's come up the other side.
Oh, up we go. Okay. And so what's this area here called? She's looking for housing.
It's all kind of Nelson East, really.
Right.
It's a quaint town.
Okay, so this is all Nelson East.
Yeah.
Right, so it's just a beautiful little area around here. Emma, very sort of, everything's really quiet. There's a little creek running down there. And this is Niles Street. So we're on the corner of Niles Street here.
And Tasman Street.
And Tasman Street. So there's the, you can't really see, I've just gone by, that's the cathedral of the town.
Yeah.
And we're going out east more,
We're
further
going up-
east.
We're starting to head towards the Maitai Valley, which is local kids go swimming up here, and we used to swim in here as kids, and it's just such a great memories. Great place to grow up if you're a child. You know.
Okay, so this is Domet Street, D-O-M. Domet, see?
So just
and this is, what's this area here?
this is the Maitai River.
Maitai River, yeah.
We go that way as well.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And
So we'll go down, this is, we're turning left into Tory Street, T-O-R-Y.
so one of my brothers lives just around the corner from here. He loves it there, just on the side of a hill. So this is the Botanics, or the Botanical Park, where the first ever game of rugby was played in New Zealand, between Nelson College and Nelson, the club. So there's a walk up into a little hill up here, a little footbridge, and then we're gonna turn right into Milton Street. A lot of cycling in Nelson. It's very convenient if you live in this part of town to get to everywhere you want to on a bike if you need to. Yes. Yeah. So there's wilderness walks all around here, just
Centre of New Zealand.
yeah. And to show you how close we are to town.
Bridge Street.
So we'll turn down Bridge Street, which in about 500 metres, you're back in the centre of town.
So it's really quite a nice, compact, quiet place.
Yeah. And so we're going to cross the river again. And then here's the art gallery just up on the Queen's Gardens. So another beautiful park with a lot of native greenery. And here's the art gallery, which is very popular.
Yep.
And then the courthouse and the kind of the government sector, the police are based just here. And
we're kind of really in the middle of town again.
we're back into to town. So
So this is Collingwood Street again, isn't it?
yeah.
Right.
And so we're back in. Well, when we get past this guy. we'll be
So
back
really,
in
that
town.
sort of whole area between Nelson College, all the east, all the way into town, that block, all the way up under the sort of the hill range.
Yeah, from Rutherford Street, Waimea Road to the east is, I think, the best part of town.
It's just finding somewhere to rent. Do you know,
Yeah,
do you know any property managers in town?
And my brother's probably manager. Oh no, he's a valuer. Yeah, actually I don't. Oh, actually we use one to manage one of our
Yeah, we'll
houses.
talk to him. Yeah.
But he's kind of more out the other part of the city.
That's right. So that's Collingwood Street up towards the hills again, and this is just driving into the middle of town. One thing I would say is I normally come here in the summertime, and it is very busy. Like, it's packed. Middle of the year, when it's not the middle of summer, it is a lot quieter. But it's lovely. You know, it's very. Oh, there's a little market through there.
Oh, that's newish.
Yeah. Anything else you think is pertinent to someone wanting to come from Switzerland to New Zealand? Okay, they're very, very outdoorsy, and they live in a ski resort town, so they're
Yeah.
really into skiing.
Well, you've got such an eclectic range of options here. Like the top of the south, we've got the Sounds. So,
How far away is that? 2 hours
maybe-
drive?
Yeah, probably slightly less. You've got national parks. I mean, you've got the Abel Tasman National Park. I mean, you could Google that.
It's
I mean,
amazing.
it's beautiful. You know, it's just such a beautiful area. And the Marlborough Sounds, which are quite unique in themselves. Here's the river again.
And then you've got Golden Bay, haven't you?
Yeah, Golden Babe, and that's a little more alternative sort of lifestyle. It's where the
But very, very nice, isn't it?
yes. And this is called the Wood. So down here there used to be, there's a big Italian community a small Italian community in this part of town, And I went to school with a lot of them actually. They're a really interesting bunch of lads and lasses.
And we're turning into what street? What's the street?
I can't remember the name of it, but it's a little. This is a lot of where the Italians lived, and they had tomato houses and grew tomatoes, and became a real fabric of society. So they came here in the 30s. Romanos and Monopolies and Gargiulos, great bunch of people. And so we're coming back up to the Collingwood Street again, but just
So we're North Collingwood Street here at the moment.
Yep.
So we've been all the way down that street there. And then we're coming back up now. Where are we going? So what's this area?
this is all Nelson East. Oh, and the Wood, yeah.
The Wood. Okay, but there's no schools close to here, is there?
No, the nearest ones are those ones that I went past in town, Central School and
Hampton.
And St Joe's. Now, Hampton's kind of more up, it's kind of south of here. Yeah, I've always preferred this area down here. It's old Nelson. Like I say, a lot more character.
Yeah.
So that was Cambria Street.
Okay. Nice little homes. And what's this street called? And now we're driving south again, aren't we?
Yeah. So the hills are close. When I was a kid, we used to ride our bikes up the Brook Valley, and with our packs on our back, and we go hiking for the weekend, and then come back as teenagers, and bike home again. There's, within 4 or 5 hours you can be right in the wilderness.
4 or 5 hours, 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5 hours walk, when you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Probably an hour's walking in the middle of nowhere, to be honest.
Okay, so this is Milton, the corner of Milton and Grove.
Yeah.
And we're turning left into Milton Street.
Yeah.
This is just so that you can sort of look on a map
Maybe
10 minutes to where we're
film
going.
from my parents' place out over the town.
Yeah, I will as well.
In the port, because you can see it all from up there.
Yeah. Right. Anything else worth saying?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, Kelly, so where have we come to now? You see,
So
he's
this
putting a chocolate bar in his mouth.
The industrial part, which is the port. And we're going down Haven Road.
Yep, around towards Tahunanui Beach, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
So the port's a big feature of the town. Got a fishing industry, operates out of here. This is the backside of it. There's not too much appealing about ports anywhere, but this is where it starts, and it goes out for a few kilometres to the right. And then we're just now coming around to what's called Rocks Road, which is about, I think, maybe 2 or 3 kilometres down to Tahuna Beach, a very safe swimming beach.
You can see the water there.
It's high tide, looking good. Just a kilometre offshore is the Boulder Bank, a breakwater, a naturally occurring breakwater, which apparently formed over millions of years. And then there's a little island out there. So a very active sailing club. Have all sorts of little regattas, whatever you want to call them. There's a few little restaurants around here.
Nice little gentle winding area. You can see all the boats out there.
When we were kids, we used to take a little canoe across to the island there, camp for the night. I don't know whether you're allowed to do that these days. Yeah, there's a little sailing regatta going on at the moment. Look at these houses, they're just overlooking the harbour. Fantastic.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, so we're heading sort of south now.
Heading south. Yeah, there's some lovely homes along here.
Traffic gets a bit backed up along here sometimes. There's only a couple of routes south from town. This is one around the water, and there's another one kind of inland a little bit but they get really backed up because it's just busy. So across the bay there is Rabbit Island, which is a big beach, and then I don't know if you can see in the distance the hills around Ruby Bay
Around over there, yeah.
and Mapua, beautiful little hamlet. Beautiful hamlet. Excuse me.
Yes, it is beautiful down here, and in the summertime, mind you, we're sort of on the fringe of summer, we're mid-March, and yeah, there's just people cycling along here and swimming, and it's beautiful, isn't it?
Sure is.
There's people doing some fishing. Okay, I'll turn it off till we get to Tahuna. So that's Tahuna Nui Beach over there. We'll get a view a little bit closer, but just to give you a bit of an idea, that is the beach. Yeah, it's absolutely packed in the summertime. Okay, so this is closer. This is Tahuna Nui Beach along here. We're just driving into it. That's what it looks like.
Very safe beach. You can walk out 100 metres and it's probably still only chest deep.
Yeah.
So there's playing fields down here on the right and playgrounds and places for people to park and go down and enjoy the beach.
Yeah.
And the usual gaggle of KFC, McDonald's, etc. down by the beach. For some
Indeed.
reason. A lot of people bike along here. We should go up over the hill. Let's do that. Let's go up over Princess Drive. You can see it all.
Okay, so that's Tahuna over there. We're going to hang a left up to, what is it, Bisley Avenue.
Yeah, so Stoke and Richmond are down that road that we were going on, but like I say, there ain't nothing there. There's no beach, there's no river. Just,
It's not like Nelson, is it?
I mean, all the good things that are in Nelson are in from Tahuna Beach north.
Yeah.
And over to the east.
This is a lovely little hill area. Is there any good schools around here?
No, there's no hill, no schools on the hill. There's a little school down behind us called Tahuna Nui School. So that's
This is lovely. This is for sale. It's a primary school.
what age are their kids?
I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to have a look on the messages. There's properties for sale,
Oh yeah.
but they're fairly. What would a nice house around here cost, Cal?
A mill, maybe. I don't know actually. I don't know.
This is a suburb, hill suburb. You can see we're sort of out in the water out there. We've got these stupid, ridiculous bloody bump things.
Yeah.
I'm not be able to see any views. I'll cut it off.
Don't worry about anything.
Rightio, so this is, you can see out to the sea there, the harbour. We're just going up the old hills.
Nearly at the top.
Nearly at the top. This is the little sailing regatta thing that we went past before. So you can see them out on the water. There's lots of good water life here if you're interested in that. Yeah, it's probably a school activity or something. And yeah, this is just the harbour. All this is the road. This is the road that comes in from town that we drove along before, and the beach is along here somewhere, way probably down there. And then we've come up the hill all the way up along here to here. And that's Kelly waiting for me down there, so I'll go and get him. So this is over towards sort of Stoke and Richmond area along here, but you want to be in Nelson around here that way. Right, Cal, give us a bit of a view. What's with this over there, that bank? That's down to the sea.
Yeah.
And what's this area over here?
Well, so down here's the hospital. That's what we call the Grampians, which is the.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, down here's kind of Wakatu, I suppose. A few newer houses on the hill, but if you come just this way a little bit. So Nelson East is way over in the distance, and then that way. And and then that's Fringed Hill, which is about 700-800 metres. And then this is where we used to hike when we were kids, and there's two hills up the back there called the Doubles. I don't know why I'm telling you that.
What is the, is this the hospital?
Well, those fields down there are part of Nelson College. That's Nelson College over there. The orange roofs are the boarding houses, and the school in Hampton Street is tucked in there too.
Whereabouts? Oh yeah.
Over this side of the orange buildings, you can't really see the main
yeah.
field of the school. There's a hill between us and the town, but that's this down here is kind of lower socio-economic kind of housing sort of thing.
Oh, this bit down here.
Victory School
Down
down here. Yeah.
So in there, that's where we want to
Yeah.
be, in Nelson East right here.
Well, no, you don't want to be down there. Well,
But
maybe you do.
further up towards the school, and in here.
Those kids scared us when we were growing up. This was the rough area down here. Yeah. Nelson Intermediate School's down here. I don't know, maybe it's gentrified. I don't know. Lived here for years.
Anyway, that's Nelson East over there. This area here.
Well, yeah, it's more that way.
Yeah.
Nelson East.
Yep. Nice.
But anyway. Alright.
Okay, so we are now going down the hills. There's the ocean out there and a big ship coming into the port.
The cut.
Coming through the cut. And this is
Coming down Princess Drive, and then the port's over the brow of the hill, and that's Nelson East over there.
oh yeah, yep.
This
okay.
is Washington Valley, which again was, well, when I was growing up, it was lower socio-economic housing.
Yep.
And the only bicycle gang, the only motorcycle gang in Nelson used to live in that valley. They were called the Lost Breeds, but everybody called them the Lost Brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good, rightio. So Nelson East is over there, and we're coming down. We are on the top of the hills, and we are turning right into Washington Road, and that's Richardson Street down that way. And this is Washington.
Yeah, it's
If
busy,
you can
isn't
see
it?
that.
It's going off.
And we're going to go down the hills
Into Washington Valley.
into Washington Valley. Nice.
One of the girls I went to school with, her family owned that valley and sold it all for housing.
Right. Still not a bad looking area, is it? Alright.
Yeah, actually, gosh, it's a lot nicer than I remember growing up. There's a bit of new housing.
Yeah, lots of new houses going in.
Oh yeah, gosh, I'm surprised.
So it's not very big, Nelson, is it? So look, and so within a matter of a couple of minutes, now we're sort of not far from being back into.
Town. It's a great market on a Saturday in one of the car parks right in the centre of town. All the artists and
It's pretty buoyant, isn't it?
yeah, it's very cool. Craftspeople. There's a bit of music down there. That's great. It's been going for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the industrial hut. We've just come down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. So I think it's Vanguard and St Vincent Street. There's a lot of small businesses like car painters and panel beaters and you know.
And so now we're going in towards town. Again. And this is Vanguard Street.
Yeah, Vanguard and St Vincent Street. Up the top end is where Nelson Intermediate School, which is 11, 12-year-olds, and Victory School, which is 5 to 10, the age group, I suppose.
Right. And with that, we honestly, within about 5 minutes, we've come from the top of the hills overlooking the port down into pretty much the edge of town, which is sort of up there. That makes any sense. Down there. Yeah.
Street.
Okay, so this is Bridge Street up there into town. And we're going down now towards
Trying to find New Street again.
New street. Does it go right here?
There's a car park. Oh, I'm not going to get right through. Yes.
So this is, I think, the car park where they have the big market, isn't it?
No. It's about 200 metres to the south.
So this is a big car park anyway, which is behind the main shopping area in Nelson, I think. Is it? Just a few stores.
No, this is a different temple, I guess.
That would be you camping and tramping if you come over, Kathmandu. So it was huge outdoor clothing chain. Macpac. Right, we're lost, aren't we, Cal?
Dead ends. Oh,
Okay, so now we're coming out here. What street is this?
this is Bridge Street again.
Bridge Street. Okay, back onto the town of Bridge Street. Middle of town. A Tasty Tucker Bakery. And there's lashes and nails. Trees and trees. And yeah, it's just a quite pretty little picturesque, sort of how I picture a little Swiss village to be like, to be honest. And we're going up the road, as you can probably see very clearly on the video. Hopefully this is helpful to you, Emma. And now we're going down here to New Street. And there's a cool little cafe called DeVille just up here, is it? Yep, on the right. Yeah, there's a cool little cafe called DeVille. Really nice place. Right there, mate. Park right there. Anyway, Emma, I hope you have enjoyed this trip. Now I just want to show you, I'm staying with my friend Kelly, who's been in the video. This is the view from his parents' house. Look at that. So over there, this is the that's the port there. And Nelson City's kind of around the corner, sort of around that way. Yeah. So we're in an area called Atawai. If you want to look that up on the map, it's like a stone boulder thing that goes. Where is it? Where are we? It's difficult. I'm looking at this backwards. Yeah, so like this stone bolt line thing here, that's like a boulder bank thing that goes the whole way along. This is a massive tidal estuary here, and this empties out. So when we got here this morning, we flew into Nelson, it was completely all horrible and sandy, not good. Yeah, and you can see there's rain clouds in the distance right there. And it's starting to cool down, it's probably only about 18 degrees now. And that's kind of the view from where we are. We're out here. Anyway, I know that you'll love Nelson. It is a quiet little town, but it's lovely. It's quaint. If you want a really authentic New Zealand experience, I think Nelson's probably a great place to come. So just be aware, it ain't bustling. Nowhere in New Zealand is that you'll remember. It's certainly not Auckland. But there's a lovely community vibe. It's very vibrant on the weekend on Saturdays. The market there is pumping. And Christmas time is ridiculous. There's 70,000, 80,000 people come to town. Probably very much like Verbia, if that's how you pronounce it. Verbia? I'm not sure. My cousin who's just up the road said, "Oh, Verbia, they must be very wealthy. It's very bougie. All the billionaires in the world have places there apparently. So aren't I lucky coming to visit you there?" Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little tour. I'm going to try and call some property managers and have a chat, but yeah, it's all good. Okay, catch you later. Bye.